Welcome, everybody. Daniel on the journey to find love. And today's point of information today is going to be rejection is not bad. Rejection is redirection. So let's explain that for a bit. So how many times you think, hey, when I get a no from somebody when I'm dating and I'm looking for the yes, maybe this person is perfect for me. And all of a sudden they say, no, not interested. Sorry, no, I'm not going to give you my number, or no, I'm busy, or and it can be so discouraging. Well, the thing I want you to understand is that just because there's a no does not mean that that's the end of all ends. It just is a redirection to somebody potentially better than that person. And maybe you're not directed at, maybe it took a while for you to gain up the courage to talk to that person. Well, I understand. That rejection is going to seem huge. But think of it in a different way. Think of it as, that's not your person. That's not the person that you were meant to be with. So accept it as, oh, thank you, and be pleasant and move on your way. But keep that motivation in your mind saying, that wasn't my person. So that can be a practical application for you accepting rejection as just part of the process, rather than this defeat mechanism that all of us seem to get caught up in. And, and here's the thing, guys, you hear it all the time, and this is from both girls and guys. No one's asking me out. I'm always getting rejected. I'm afraid to ask anybody anymore because it's always a no. Well, if you change your mindset and you think about it as saying, hey, maybe this is just not the right person, and I've got to create the numbers or the repetition of trying in order to make sure that I come across my person. So that's kind of how I've been feeling lately. There's tons of rejections, tons of no's, and it seems to be a common occurrence for me. It doesn't mean that I should stop. It doesn't mean that that person that I'm going to come across one day is not going to be my person. It just means I haven't found them yet. So personally, tons of rejections. So don't be discouraged by those rejections. See it as a redirection towards maybe another person. Just keep your positive attitude, brush it off, kind of see it as like a check mark. You did your chore for the day. You said hello to that person at the grocery store. Maybe you're standing in line at the coffee shop and you said, hey, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Hey, just because they are grumpy and they respond back to you inappropriately doesn't mean that you should stop trying. People like pleasant people. I've seen this over and over again, is that if you smile and you're happy and you show a positive attitude towards that person, who doesn't like that type of person? So keep that as an encouragement to you. Every no gets you closer to that yes. And the only way you know who that yes will be one day is if you keep trying with the no's. So a little bit of motivation for you today. Don't give up. We're here all to work through that journey of finding that person who is going to be our love one day. I had somebody interesting comment yesterday talk to me and say, love is more about words. Oh, of course it is. Everything about love is to do with the heart. Well, if your heart's in the right place, you have a good attitude towards looking for somebody, you have positive motivation, you're not selfish in your motivation, then eventually that person's going to come along. So keep that in mind. Daniel here, helping you on your journey to find love.